This com Hey, good morning, everybody. Right now, I guess there's nobody from the Century 21 franchise. No big deal. It's all good. Hey, good morning,
Uh,
everybody. So, Bob and Mitch here. We're going to be doing a training on a platform called AIPRM. So, basically, what that is, it's a prompt management system. So, there are individuals throughout the United States that have created prompts. We did a training on basic AI last week where we talked about creating the perfect prompt, basically a set of directions for an AI machine to understand what is it you're trying to do, what kind of content are you looking for. And AIPRM is basically like having a cheat code for chat because somebody has already done all the work for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to dive right into this. So give me 1 second while I share my screen and get rid of that one. So we are going to desktop two. Mitch, let me know if you can see my desktop two.
sure can.
Should be the
Yes.
AIPRM, your cheat code to AI.
Yep. Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so basically, you would go to AIPRM.com. So let me figure out where the heck is my chatbot. Chat, there you go. So I can also add it into chat. So what you want to do is you want to come here. First, of course, you also want to get your ChatGPT account created, but this is where everything will start. Okay, in this section. What it is there is a app that gets installed either on Google Drive, on Chrome, or Microsoft Edge. So what you basically would do, and you can use this for ChatGPT on Cloud, but most ChatGPT is what we're going to stick to because that's the most popular. Basically, you click on install. And you would come down to AIPRM GPT for Google Chrome, click the download, and basically it's going to download it and then ask you if you want to install it. So right now mine says remove because I already have it installed, but I haven't enabled it because I want you to see what it does and how does it look. Okay. So basically you install it and it's gonna, at first it's a little tricky because what it's gonna do is it's gonna ask you to go back and forth to connect AIPRM to your ChatGPT and verify that ChatGPT is connected to your AIPRM so they sync together. So just follow the steps, whatever it tells you, and then you'll be fine. So don't worry. Really super easy to do. Does it probably takes less than 5 minutes because there's a couple of emails that you have to check. Okay. Once you do that, but let me go back one step. If we go back to here, if you notice, there's a pricing option in ARPRM. Most of the stuff we're going to be talking about today, 95% is all the free stuff. But some people may decide, hey, what are the options if I want to go higher or if I want to use Sing? Well, what happens is when you're paying for AIPRM, it allows you to create custom prompts and save them, depending on if it's a plus account, if it's a pro account, where you can create 40 private prompts, etc., and create your own prompt library, which is coming. Typically, if it was me subscribing, I would be subscribing myself to the Elite One. The reason why is this one has a feature called live crawling. So besides everything else, I can tell ChatGPT, I need you to crawl this website, this actual article on this website, crawl it, understand it, and then rewrite me another document that I can use on my website, a blog post, let's say, better than the one you just scanned. Trust me, it will do that with this and the prompts that are in there because there's specific prompts inside AIPRM that actually are for live crawling. It'll actually crawl a website, get all that information, and basically rewrite that document better than the original because you want to outrank that other website on that data because you want to increase traffic. And if you pay for a whole year, $790, even that is very minimal when you're looking at taking your business to another level. So let's just skip on that one. So I just wanted to go over that. There are some other options. But once you do the install, this is what your Chat GPT looks like. basic. This is basically when you go in, you're going to create a new chat and you're going to decide what level of chat you're going to use that's available. Mine may have a lot more options than you because I have the paid account that I do on ChatGPT. I pay the $20 extra just so I can have the faster machine above the free version. Okay, but that is all going to be up to you guys on how you do. But what we're talking about today, you can use it on the free version, so it's not a big deal. This is basically what you're looking at. And one side note, on the paid version, you get to create your own GPT machines. So ChatGPT is one. Then you can say, hey, I want to create my own GPT machine. So what I did is I created three. First of one was Google listing. If I hit that little three dots, it's Google listing here, and I can say edit this GPT. What I did is this particular GPT machine, I configured it. I already went in the system and says, hey, your name is going to be Google listing. You're going to write posts to rank on Google. You are the top content, and I gave it all the directions for my brokerage because I wanted to write content for Google listing for my brokerage. Okay. So I gave it all the information that I want. Similarly, I have a GPT machine that I created that was only Century 21 or C21 Jordan Link. If I select that one, I can come in here and I can edit this machine and say configure it and see, act as the top content digital marketing company specializing in creating custom content. You are the number one digital marketing. You work exclusively for Century 21 Jordan Link based out of Visalia. And I gave it all the information that I needed. And I told it what Century 21 stands for, everything. So once I have that, I have my own particular machine that I can run. It says I need this. It'll create content knowing everything about Century 21 Jordan Link. That's how these machines work. And you do that on the $20 paid version. So basically, technically, when we talked about last week, when we created the talking about AI basics, and I showing you how we created a prompt to create a prompt, and it has 10 different little AI assistant, I guess you can call it, that it said act as a digital marketing expert, blah, blah, blah. You can actually use the paid version of ChatGPT to create 10 assistants. One could be for social media, one could be for branding, one GPT machine could be for content creation, one GPT machine could be for XYZ. And that's how you use ChatGPT. But basically, most of you just need to get started just to learn the basics. Okay. So that's just a side note. Once you've gone through all the syncing, what's going to happen is I disabled the AIPRM for ChatGPT. I installed it. This is what it would look like. And then basically you can always pin it, but I disabled it so you didn't see it at first when I load my screen. So if I enable it, okay, so now it's enabled and I'm going to refresh my screen and hang tight. Boom. So now this is what it's loading. I am going to go no specific model. And now this is what it's loaded. Instead of a blank screen, this is what it did. So basically what this thing did was take these prompts and you can see how many there are. There's 556 pages and there's about 10 per page. It's about 5,600 different prompts. Okay. Outrank articles, keyword strategy, blogging content. So what I did is when I enabled the AIPRM extension on my Google Chrome, it basically added it to my Chat GPT. See? So if you look here now, it's showing me one of 12 of 5,296 different prompts are available. These are all the topics. They put them in there. Hey, are you looking at generative AI? Are you looking at marketing? Are you looking at productivity? Are you looking at SEO? The activity says, hey, what kind of activity? Are you looking for a call to action? Is it for games, the creation? Is it for keywords? Is it for link building? Is it for marketing? There's a lot of stuff. Okay. Are you looking by sorting it by top uses or top vote? So when people create these prompts here and they share them with you and everybody else, they want to get thumbs up and they want to get more usage because the more thumbs up and more usage they get, that means it says, hey, everybody loves what you created, and it allows them to create more. Okay. And then you can decide based on which model do I want to use. Do I want to use the basic ChatGPT 4.0, 4.5, or 4 Turbo? There's all different variations. On the Pro, you're limited a little bit. And then, of course, you can search. The top menu bar says if you have any favorites or marked, it's going to show that. ARPRM, it's going to show you right here. Public, these are the ones that are public. Anybody that created them, they're available for you to use and they're public for anybody else to be able to use them. If you create your own, they'll be in a tab called Own. I created my own. There's about six, seven of them that I use because it already has all the directions. So 5 Facebook, Instagram posts for C21 agents. If I click on there, all one of my agents need to do is put in a name, Facebook or Instagram post. So I can say Bob Patel, Visalia, and for Facebook, and I can hit enter. And it's basically, of course, I didn't give it a title, but it's going to basically create content tailored for Bob Patel, local Century Trinity agent in Visalia, California. Each post includes 200 characters, emojis, 5 hashtags. It already has that. It was written in the prompt. See, so it's already done. See, it's already creating me a blog post that's actually unique to me and to Century 21 agents. And that's what we were trying to emphasize last week is if you learn how to write a prompt and have it all in there, the machine, you just put in a specific title or name, address. This is my keyword, or this is the subject, SB 1211, whatever you want to learn, it'll create all the content and have it specific to you. So I am going to go back to the home. Go back here. So this is when you create your own. There's miscellaneous. There's C21. I just created a group. There's a demo team. This is the live crawl that I was telling you. So if you have the paid version of AIPRM, which is a $79 a month, it'll allow you to live crawl, which is super important if you're a broker. If you are a broker owner or an agent that understands how to write a blog post using AI, and of course you want to proofread, and then you understand that, hey, I need to create content, but I also need to create structure. So Google says, hey, what is this that you wrote? Makes no sense. I want it structured. So whenever you write an article or a page or something, you always have to create SEO meta title description. See, this one says outrank article. If I was to click this and I don't have the paid version, this outrank article will outrank the competition in an in-depth SEO optimized article based on live crawling. So all I have to do is give it the URL of my competition. It could be an article on CAR, NAR, it does not matter. It will crawl that website if you have that version, and it'll rewrite whatever it read, rewrite it for you even better than the original was written to get you, hopefully, the amount of traffic they're getting for you to get that traffic. Social media posts, elevate your social media game with captivating promotional posts, multiple platforms. So you're going to give it a URL, maybe to a website, to a section, or to whatever you want, and it'll come in, pull, and create social media posts based on that URL you fed it. It's actually super unique, the amount of stuff you have available. But that's where live crawl comes in. We are just going to look at public. This is what's available for anybody for free. Okay. And like I said, AIPRM is free. You just got to install it, connect it to account. ChatGPT is free. So at least if you start using the free version, it's you've got a little bit of a head start until you decide, do I need to pay or do I not need to pay? Or you know what? The free version is all I need. Most of you will never need live crawling. Me, because I manage the company websites and the blog posts and stuff sometimes. So I would need it because I need to crawl somebody else's data to get data back for me. But if you look in here, you can also search by, let's say, Instagram. A lot of you are on Instagram. So when you type in Instagram, you're going to filter the search. And he says there's 108 prompts that have been written for Instagram. There's no comments. Good. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok video script. If you're looking for a video script, whether for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, boom, you click it. And all you're going to do is if you click it, it says, look, example, Mango, SEO, bus, etc. Best results in language. Instagram post carousel. It's going to say enter the Instagram carousel topic. All you got to do is enter the topic. Whatever the topic is, it's going to create a post carousel content generator. So let's say the topic is new home construction. And I'm just going to hit enter. I'm going to give it a second. And it's going to give me a carousel with topics, title, content, and image idea. So it's going to start creating it. That's what it's designed to do. Now you do the work and figure out, okay, I like this. I just got to put it together. But most of you didn't have to sit around for half the day trying to figure out what the 7 slides you were going to talk about. Now it already gave you the subject matter based on your keywords. So now you just got to create the content. If we go back, Instagram post description. If we keep going, Facebook ad hook, captions, hashtag, content calendar. If I hit Instagram content calendar, right here, your area of expertise and your niche. So write your area of expertise. Real estate agent, senior real estate specialist. So let's say that's my niche market. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to see what the system's going to take because after a while, you're going to figure out which prompts you like. And of course, this one I should have changed it to give it to me in English, but it gave it to me in Spanish. So we're going to have to let it finish. But see, it's creating content. I don't know how it did that. I wanted it in English. I needed this in English, please. Unless I picked it for that, but we'll see as soon as it finishes writing. So it's giving it to me for Sunday, Monday. Oh, I don't know. Hmm, Domingo. I know about Domingo Sunday, so giving me all this information. So that's all I could tell is Sunday. But it's giving me a lot of information just basically by putting a specific keyword. Once you figure out which prompts you like, you're like, hey, I like this prompt. I'm going to use that every Monday to create content for Facebook and schedule it out. I'm going to use this prompt on maybe Friday because I want it for a specific reason. You use that prompt. But after a while, you'll get to know which ones you want to use. Wow, this is, did I do a whole calendar? Holy Moses. I think I did a whole month. Week, 1, 2, 3.
That's still pretty cool though.
Put it in English. Let me see what it says. I need this in English. Let's see if it'll retranslate it because then absolutely. Here's a powerful Instagram content strategy for a real estate agent, senior real estate specialist. Top funnel, middle funnel, bottom funnel. That's what he was doing. Top funnel is always awareness. Hey, let me get everybody aware of what's happening Monday through Friday. How a senior real estate specialist turns life changings into new beginnings. I help aging clients navigate selling with compassion and clarity. The stuff it puts out is pretty darn good considering I just gave it a name and my niche market. So it gave me the top funnel awareness to attract and educate. The middle funnel, if you're looking at need generation, now I got to nurture and connect. So imagine how I match seniors with their home that truly fits their needs. The process ensures a detailed support and comfort and independence. So now it's got the middle funnel. Then it's going to give me the bottom decision, convert, and close. That's how you basically do a funnel. You're funneling them in to like, okay, can I get the sale at the bottom? And look, how to book a senior home evaluation this week. And it's breaking it all down into a funnel. It's pretty powerful. I mean, guys, think about it. All I did was put in real estate agent, real estate agent, and a senior real estate specialist. That's all I put in, gave me all this content. Now you may decide I only need to use part of it, but guess what? It only took you about a minute. It gave you the content. You take what you want and you use it. What else do we use? Let's see what's this got for Facebook. A lot of people on Facebook. Here we go. Facebook ad hoc, best audience targeting, create a best caption for Facebook, all-in-one social media post. Pretty good. One weekly content schedule for 10 platforms. Huh. If you selected that one, your weekly content topic for 10 platforms. So I'm going to put SB 1211. I think that's right. And hit enter, which is the new PUD law, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm not a realtor, so and I could be making stuff up, and hopefully most of you guys will know I'm just making stuff up. But let's see what it says. Platform is doing the same thing basically. And Facebook, do you support it? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it's giving me what I should post, how I should post it onto these different platforms. So it's giving me a suggestion for 10 different posts. But it's actually pretty cool. Look at it, LinkedIn, SB11 policy impact, housing, opinions, share case study, because these are more professional. TikTok, of course, you got to do shorts. You got to get reaction and caption, and you got to put in tips. It all depends on the platform, on how you use it. So this is where AIPRM will come in. You can go through here, write blog items if you want to write a blog. Um, blog. Or let's say Google My Business, because we've been talking about
Yeah.
Google My Business. GMB, Google. Did they change it? The top usage. Switch it to Google. Best rank article rank on Google. Nope, I need Google Business. It was in there, but I could not figure out. Optimize your Google Business profile. There you go. So if you got to Google My Business, you're trying to figure out what should I do, optimize your Google Business profile. This will help you. This one, 15 Google My Business profile posts. If I click on it, at the bottom, if you notice, it says Joe's Pizza is a pizza shop in NYC, New York City. I'm targeting the keyword pizza slice and best pizza in New York, NYC. Those are the keywords. You got to put in who you are. Bob Patel is the top agent, real estate agent in Tulare County, whatever I want to put in. So let's Bob Patel is estate. I just put Visalia. Target keywords, move up buyers. I don't know. I'm going to hit enter. It's going to give me two responses. It says, hey, give me a feedback on what should we. Sometimes it'll do that. It's like, okay, I'm going to give you two versions because for merchant, this is done by Merchant. And if you guys realize, a couple of weeks ago, we did a training on Merchant on their tools to optimize your Google listing. So it's giving you one and it's giving you another response. So here it is. As a top real estate agent, Visalia helping move up buyers, I understand the challenges of selling your current home while searching for your dream upgrade in Visalia. My real estate services for move up buyers in Visalia are designed to make the transition seamless. It actually does a pretty darn good job. Now take this and kind of rephrase it, but now it's got a second one on the other side that says, okay, I'm using reasoning. Which one do you like out of the two? And it's going to create me 15 posts. So technically, if I saved each of these, let's say I like the left one, saved them into a Word document, I can go out and every 2 or 3 days take one of them, post it, and find an image that represents it. But it's already created me in no time. Right now, it's working on 7, all targeting longtime buy-sale real estate agent focused on move-up buyers because that was my target keyword. Are you looking to upgrade to a newer home? It's Visalia, it's new construction. It's adding all the information in there. So are you a Visalia homeowner with growing needs to ensure where you begin at Visalia Real Estate Agent for move-up buyers? See, so it's creating me all the content, even on the right. I am Bob Patel, your trusted real estate agent in Visalia, committed to empowering move-up buyers with comprehensive market insight. Pretty darn good. So think about it. It is creating post. Let me turn that off. So it created me 15 posts in probably a couple of minutes using the Google My Business one. Now imagine if you did one every 2 days and you actually kept your Google listing updated and it's right there. It's already did. You just cut it, double check the verbiages, find an image, whether it's in Canva, wherever you want to do, and post it. but it cut down your workload. The whole thing with this entire thing is to help you cut your workload. Not that you're going to copy and paste exactly what it says here. You're going to take it, potentially reread it, rephrase it like that sounds good, but let me change it up a little bit. Boom. Even if you did that after you copied all of these into Word and you use one a day and you separated them out, it will literally take you less than 5 minutes to create a post, put an image in, and post it. But imagine how much time it saved you. That's the whole thing of using AI is to figure out what will work for you. How can you use it to help you save some time? But you're not going to just take number 14 and just copy and paste it without blindly reading it. Because remember, somebody may call you and say, "Hey, I read your little post that you had, and I want to make sure you sound confident." So you want to make sure you look at it. Does it sound exactly like me? Can I rephrase it a little bit like me? Or you could technically take this 15 and copy all 15 and say new and just a regular AI. And then you can actually shift, paste it in here and give it a specific prompt. Say I have 15 Google My Business posts below that I've added. Can you please personalize each of them a little bit more to me as a local real estate agent? It'll take each 15 posts, rewrite it, and make it a little bit more personal, focusing on local real estate agent me. So I can say, can you re-spin the below 15 posts with the keyword local realtor? And computer's acting a little slow and a little bit more personal. So I had it write 15 posts and then I gave it a new set of instructions. Absolutely. Here's a refresh and personal version of 15 business posts for you using keyword local realtor. So now it rewrote them. As your local realtor in Visalia, I've helped countless families. As a local real estate agent in Visalia. So now it took those 15 articles that I took a couple of minutes to have AI write. I can now paste it right back into a new chat, give it a whole set of instructions to make it a little bit more personalized. Here's my name, phone number, and email address. And if I would have given it all that information, it would have included that inside this article for me. But even then, it would have took 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes to get 15 posts that I can use for the entire month. By the way, can you include my name, license number, even though I don't have one, 559-300-9101, and mobile number. And let's see what it does.
Wow.
So now it's writing it because I've walked it myself. I'm Bob Patel. I'm here to make the next chapter of your home seamless and rewarding. Call or text me today at blah, blah, blah. And now it's going through randomly including whatever you want to do. Now it's including my name. See, it's Surgery, reach out. It's got my phone number. It's got my name in it. It's got my name. It's got my phone number. Everything in there. Of course, the license number it didn't strategically put in there, or did it? Call me at. It hasn't actually strategically, but that's a different story. It randomly put it here. So it's going to randomly go through and put it depending on where it's putting the content. But if it's on your Google listing, guess what? It's on your Google listing. Your Google listing should already have in your description your license number. But look how much simple it was. I used a simple prompt that was free to create 15 Google business posts. And then I copied those posts, put them back in a blank chat and says, can you make it a little bit more personal and include information about me? And it regenerated it up to here. Now, Google Posts can be up to 1,000 characters. I can ask it, can you make all of these and expand up to 1,000 characters? Because you want more content. So basically, if you want more content, you tell it, can you expand, let's say 750 characters, and we're going to expand. Even then, maybe it took me 10 minutes, but you will never get 15 posts that are written the way you want in 15 minutes. Okay, so it's analyzing, it's saying, okay, what is it that you're asking me? Because it's going through the entire thread, reading from the first instructions all the way down, and we're just going to look at the first couple and see where it shows up. So give me 1 second. And here are five expanded for Bob. Now each of them is up to 750. Let me know if you're ready for the next batch. I'm going to hit yes, but I'm going to come in here and see it's right here. There they are. So this is that entire thing. It put it into a frame, basically. But look, I love helping people invest their transition to a new home, blah, blah, blah. I'm Bob Patel. I'm your guide through every step of the journey from selling your current home to closing on your dream property. Let's talk about blah, 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 what you love in your next home. Confidence. Schedule your personal strategy session today. Got my phone number and my license number. Most of you could not have wrote this by yourself in 15 minutes. And nevertheless, 15 of them, you would never have been able to write them all 15, even this one. It even included from Green Acres to Shannon Ranch. I didn't even tell it about Green Acres neighborhood or Shannon Ranch. It already knows there's a Green Acres and Shannon Ranch neighborhood in Visalia. It already put that information in there. So it's creating content that's unique because we're asking it for unique information. And see, even here, the next six, there you go. It's all there. Now you got to put that in your Google post. Add an image, boom, that's today. Next one I'll do on Thursday. Copy, paste, because I already know it's exactly what I want, and find an image, post it. Now I'll do it another day. But I got, in 15 minutes, I got posts from my Google listing for the entire month. But imagine how much time you saved. But the whole thing is you got to take time up front to learn how to use it. How do I talk to it? What do I ask? How do I ask for the right directions? And using these prompts will actually help you because you after a while you're going to decide which is the ones that you like, which is the ones you don't like, and you're going to keep them. See here, it is a little eyeball. It will not let you see what it is, but there's a little star. I can hit that star, and what I did is I added it to my favorites right here. So as you go through looking and you like specific ones and says, you know what, I like the optimize that one, great, hit a star. And what you do is you start saving the ones you want. So every week when you go in, you're going to go right to your favorites. You're going to click the one you want for now because I need X, Y, and Z. I need this content. Let it post it. Questions? Everybody's so quiet. It's a good thing I muted them. Nobody in chat asking questions.
If you have it saved under one of your Chrome profiles or your Google profiles, will that same what is that thing called attachment? What's the word I'm looking for, Bob? Do you have to if you have multiple computers, do you have to put the ARPRM extension on all of them, or will it be saved on all of them?
No, if you're using Chrome,
Uh-huh.
because it syncs your extensions,
Okay.
mine is saved under this profile.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Right
I
on.
always, I had another agent ask me the other day because she uses her two, three different emails. I said, why are you using different profiles when you go to different emails? At the end of the day, this is my personal profile, visayaweb@gmail.com. But even my work email and everything is saved under that profile, bookmarks and stuff, because sometimes I go home and I got to do some work and I want all the bookmarks to sync. So yes, this profile is where your bookmarks are saved under. So
Okay.
as long as you're on another computer and you sign in and you go up to here and you make sure you're under that profile, all your bookmarks, Google passwords, and all your extensions will feed over.
Okay.
So you don't have to keep installing it. Once it's done once and you open up that Chrome with the same profile, it's all there. The chats are all there, everything's all there.
Okay. Got it.
All good. So anybody have any questions online? Please put it in the chat, or do you want me to unmute everybody? Because this was a very short class, but I'm hoping that it helped. Where am I? How do I unmute everybody? Well, there's a problem.
Must be under the participants somewhere, no?
Yeah, I know. I got it. There you are. Because I got multiple screens. There you go.
Uh,
Does anybody have any questions? Lisa, Tony, Vera, Yolanda.
I got a screenshot for you.
Okay. Um, no questions because we're gonna call it a day. This was just short. The only way you're gonna understand this information is go to AIPRM, download the Chrome browser. I mean, excuse me, the extension. Create your ChatGPT account, connect the two, and go in there and play around with it. It's not something that oh, can I schedule time for training? No, it's not one of those. Yes, we can after you've already set up your account. And once you started using it to understand, okay, let me just pick Facebook. What do I want and how? And then later on, when you want to learn how to maybe potentially talk to AI a little bit more differently to get the right content, then you come see me. But just to install this is super simple. Super, super, super simple. But it's just another tool in your arsenal to have. Imagine. Come on, it's 5,200 prompts for God's sake.
Back.
I mean, from any topic. If I was going to do software, SEO, marketing, it'll filter by marketing. But I just got 820 related to marketing. And of course, social media, Instagram, they're also related to marketing. Buyer persona legend, engaging in LinkedIn post content, YouTube video script. If you want to get into YouTube, click on that one. It says, hey, what is the keyword, the video topic, or the YouTube title? It'll give you a script. And then all you do is read the script, create your YouTube video, upload it.
That's the hard part is reading the script, man.
No, the hard part is most people will spend entire day trying
That's
to
true.
figure out what to write.
That's true.
If AI can give you the content and you can just slightly rephrase it to how you would want to say it, you just saved half, probably a day.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now, yes, now you got to get in front of the camera and read that script or figure out how you're going to do it. But this is to cut you on that legwork or the homework or whatever you got to do to get to the content. If this thing can give you the content, so give me a YouTube title.
Um, Gosh, can't think of anything right off the top of my head.
Um,
How about like you're decorating your entryway of your house or something like that, like that one post that you had.
I'm going to put increasing curb appeal.
There you go.
Okay, so if I enter that on that particular one, it's going to go through and it's going to says, okay, what are we going to do? How are we going to thinking? Thinking in the background, these machines are evolving over time and they're moving pretty fast. Okay, keep going. Hang tight. Increasing curb appeal that meets your requirements, 9,000 plus characters. This is a detailed title. Unlock your home's potential. 100 ways to increase curb appeal. Video description. Here's your keywords. Those are particular keywords you want to rank for anyway. Introduction. Video chapters. Part one, two, three, four, five. How in depth do you want to get? But remember, it said structure curve 100. So It's going through part 7 all the way to 100.
I
So it's
gotta.
about decorative fence toppers, hedges versus fencing, choosing the fencing material, stylish fence painting. All of that stuff is, but you take a piece of it and
Mhm.
says, okay, I'm going to take this little piece right here and I'm going to create a short 30-second video on it. Great. You know what? It already gave you all the information. Tomorrow you may decide, you know what? I'm going to go talking about part 3 in 2 days, but it's already there. So let's talk about trees that add value and beauty. And after you finish talking and said the other thing you can do to increase value is that water feature for your, if you have a small yard, let's put a water feature in there. But guys, you just don't know what to talk about. But if this can give you what you could talk about, then create the video. It's there. You don't have to use every line. If you're not familiar with perennials, leave that one out.
May I ask you a style question?
Go ahead.
Like, I noticed that the younger kids, like when they shoot their videos, they're very chopped up. Like, they'll take the segments that they like and then kind of edit them all together. Whereas you and like maybe Michael and Kevin and guys like that, you guys can just do it all at once. Is there a preference like to that?
Well, usually the younger generation are a little bit more savvy on clips, cutting
Yeah.
clips, and me, I don't have the time or the patience to deal with clips. So if I'm going to do it, I'm recording it, and if you don't like it, fast forward it.
Uh-huh. I got you.
Some people that are more used to it, they'll go through like Priscilla in my office, and you got agents in your office, the Katie, that can just go like that and chop it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicole can go in there and bloop bloop bloop, go done.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know what you just did, and I don't really want to learn.
Uh-huh. I got you.
So it depends. The younger people, yeah, it's easier for them to go on their phone and they just start chopping up a video and splicing it together, and it's up to whatever works. At the end of the day, it's content that you put out.
That's true.
You just gotta get content out. Nobody's gonna say, "Oh man, you didn't do slices and you didn't cut pieces out." They're not gonna critique that. They just want the data or the content they want to learn.
Hmm.
And they want to, if you put it out, that's what you want. If you splice it up, great. They don't know it could be spliced up.
Hmm.
Nobody's going to go into, hey, Mitch, why didn't you splice up your video? It would have been better. Nobody's going to do that. They're just going to watch your video.
Hmm. That's too much knowledge of video editing. That's probably what my problem is.
Probably. That's why we don't give you assignments like that.
That's exactly right.
Yep. Well, if there's no questions, most likely Mitch will get back to all of you on whatever training he decides to do next week because I will not be here. I will be silent from Wednesday to the following Wednesday because I'm on vacation. But if you guys need anything, you got Michael Gutierrez, you got Kevin, and you got Mitch you can reach out to. So if there's nothing else, we'll sign out and hopefully see you guys soon. You guys have a great day.
Thanks, Bob.